Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. I will be doing a collective message today, so with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm doing a specific spread today. So we're going to look into an issue that you are dealing with right now, and then we'll deep dive it a little bit, and then there is a solution. So, before we get into it, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and of course, donations. All of that really, really does help out the channel. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into it. What is the heart of the issue, Spirit? Okay, we've got spider, which is community and web weaving. So, I'm caring to read it. Okay. The spider's web can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There's a fine line sometimes between a family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work, or generally with others, and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. It also indicates a need to balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. Okay, let's get into the next one. So, the challenge we have zombie and control. Okay, so for some of you, you are in a situation that is keeping you trapped, basically. For some of you, this could be another person. For others of you, it could be a community. And then for some of you, it could be an environment or like a work situation. So take it as it resonates, but those are the main ones that I'm picking up. Yeah, okay. Let's look into the solution and then we'll see if anything else wants to come out about that. Okay, so we've got graveyard, which is unnecessary fear. Okay, so for some of you, you are not allowing yourself to remove yourself basically from whatever situation is keeping you in a trapped energy, basically. Um, and what you're being called to do is to release the limiting beliefs around it, release the unnecessary fears that you have around. I just heard extracting yourself from the situation. And I do feel like you do have a lot of divine guidance and divine support pulling out of this situation as well. This is one of those, there is action that you're being called to take on your end, and then you're being supported by the divine in other unseen ways. And so this is one of those, you're being called to listen to your intuition and follow the signs towards what you know is right for you. Um and with that, that's where these limiting beliefs and these unnecessary fears can come in and kind of block it a little. Um mental, I just heard for some of you, part of what this is it's like mental entrapment. So that's an interesting way to put it. What could be going on is you could be really, really stuck in your head right now and going through just like all of the, what could go right, what could go wrong, what if this, what if that, and you're really in that energy, and that is keeping you stuck in a situation. Um, And so you're being called to do whatever it is that's right for you to shift out of that energy. And so sometimes what you can do is you can actually write down those thoughts and just kind of look at them. And sometimes they just look different on paper. And then another thing you can do is you can write down those different thoughts of like, whatever it is. Just write down, what your concern is, all the, the worries, the situation, the what ifs, the, what could haves, what should haves, write all of that down and then allow yourself to go line by line and check in like with your divine team in whatever way you work with the divine basically, and check in and see what it is that you are feeling when it comes to each of those fears or concerns or things of that nature, because you might find that some of them feel really loud when they're in your head, and then when you write it down on paper, it's almost kind of like, "Oh, that's not really a super valid concern," or, it can kinda help too to be like, "Oh, that's a fear based on this, and so I can release that." Um, so you could give that a try. Um, for others of you, maybe practicing mindfulness. There's lots of techniques out there. So find one that works for you. And you're just really being called to pull out of that energy so that you can start to see the situation more clearly. And that's going to be also what helps you to pull out of this situation that has been a little stifling, it feels like. Anything else? No. Okay. Okay, well, with that, I just felt the energy leave a little bit. I don't feel like anything else wants to come through for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. If you like this message, feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. If this resonates, you can let me know in the comments below. And if you would like to see more from me, feel free to hit subscribe. It is free, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.